Hey, what's going on, guys? Your good friend Matt back again today with another figure pickups video. Today we're going to show you the order that we just got in from Ringside Collectibles. I've been going to Ringside Collectibles now probably since about 2002, maybe 2003. And 20 years buying from them. I can say I love their site, always have everything you need as far as wrestling is concerned. They don't have just figures. They do have the replica belts, or at least the kids version belts. They have Ringside exclusives. They have some of the talking wrestling buddies, pillow buddies, whatever you want to call them. They have those back. Once again, it's something I'm actually looking to grab a few of. And it's just a great website. Like I said, I mean, I've been going to it for such a long time now, and every time I get an order from them, it's just, it's like Christmas Day on your doorstep when you get home. Today, we have a few figures for you. I am not going to keep you waiting. We're going to get right into it. We're going to start showing you with the first one here. It is Kofi Kingston in the Elite Top Picks, and this figure, reason why I wanted to get one so bad is there's actually a few reasons behind that, and one of them is we do need the SmackDown tag titles. It is something that I still don't have in my collection yet, so we are halfway there with this SmackDown Tag Team Championship. And also, the other reason why we have this is because the attire that is on this figure is the Get Well Soon Kofi Kingston attire, and if you don't know, they also have Big E in the Elite Royal Rumble series, and this is the Jimmy Hart Build-A-Figure Elite series. So these two figures both share that attire, the Get Well Soon Xavier Woods attire. Now, I don't know if Xavier Woods' figure has this attire. It may not. I'm still learning little by little. I've missed about 45 or 50 Elite series since I've been gone, so there is a lot to catch up on, but these two figures do share that attire, so 2/3 of the way there, but at the same time, I'm going to have to get an Xavier Woods sooner or later. But these two figures, they do share the Get Well Soon Xavier Woods attire, and I'll tell you what, I do love both of them. They're great figures, especially, you know, it's just something that the Big E and the Xavier Woods and the Kofi Kingstons of the WWE do so well. They just always have these very, I don't know how I want to say this. They always have these very vibrant attires and these colors, and always just something that, you know, keep you just wondering what they're going to debut next. And hopefully we see Big E back in action soon enough. At the time of this video, I know he is still out. I am not exactly sure what the updates are on that right now, but two great figures finally side by side up on the wall. And yeah, I just had to grab that Kofi, so you know, we had to keep doing that, get that that New Day back up and running on the figure roster and collection. On to the next one, we've got the Ultimate Warrior in the Royal Rumble Elite Series. And as far as this is for Warrior figures, I had to get this because of the yellow strap IC title. I mean, it's just a great belt. I love the belt so much. I wish that the IC title would return back to this yet again. I know it was the retro at one point. I know Cody Rhodes was doing that. And, you know, shout out to Cody Rhodes saying that he wants to bring the Winged Eagle Championship back if he is to hold the WWE Gold someday. Hopefully we see him returning to action as soon as possible. But this figure here, I mean, I can't say enough about it. I love the fact that it's got the two head scans, and it's got the two head sculpts, I should say, and one with, you know, the post-match Warrior with the depleted face paint and running away, and the sweat has taken it away and broken it up throughout the match. And then, of course, the one that is on the figure itself in the package with the full face paint. And I just really think this is a great figure. Definitely had to pick it up. Again, like I said, Ringside running a sale right now. You got to go and check it out because they have just too many things that you're going to want to put in your collection. I know I definitely do. So the Ultimate Warrior Royal Rumble Series. I'm going to have to move on to the next one here. This one, there's not much I can say about this other than icon. If that isn't a word that should be associated with this man, then I don't know what words should be. But we've got John Cena from the Ultimate Edition Series 5. I do believe it's Series 5. And, I mean, again, just a great figure. I mean, so many parts to this that all make it just that much more desirable. For myself, you know, the little details that we get from back then when we used to see the hustle, loyalty, respect, and the chain gang boxer shorts that Cena would sport under the jeans, and you'd always catch the lip band around, obviously with the writing on it. And they have that detailed here, which is great. Another feature that I love about it is the shirt. I mean, it's just a shirt that I've always liked, loved the orange and black, and it's just a very iconic tee. You know, makes me think of when he returned at the Royal Rumble and just how much of a pop that was in that building. These head scans are great. I mean, we've got one with him yelling, we've got one with him smiling, we've got his smirky, more plain image that's on him. The hat is great. The WWE title that it comes with, the WWE logo in the center is a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit too much. I think it needed a bit more definition within the belt. But other than that, figure's great. The armbands and the headband that he wears around his bicep, awesome. I mean, just the fact that they are removable and actually on the figure that way, that's, you know, just something that I think is awesome. I think they should do it with more figures, and even, you know, some of these other guys that we get with wrist tapes and stuff like that. It would be really cool to start seeing more of that be removable. I am, unfortunately, probably going to have to break the seal on this one, guys. I'm going to have to open it up, and it's just such a pet peeve of mine because the armbands are not facing to where you can see the logos. I'm going to have to open that up, and I'm going to have to change that. It's just there's no other way to display it, you know? So probably going to open that up, get those armbands straight, and that will be up on the shelf soon enough. But now, this is where it takes a big turn. Yeah, we're going to go from WWE over to AEW, and as you can see behind me and up on the wall there, the AEW collection continues to grow. Countless AEW figures that I have searched for. But these, I said, you know what? This is a set that I really want. I want the whole set, and I don't want to have to go crazy looking for it. And I can actually say that about a few of the AEW sets. And of course, with new figures and first time in the line figures, it makes it that much more easy to just say, let's buy the whole set. So, without further ado, we're going to start right off with the Dark Order's Wwe Aew. And I mean, I love this figure. I think it looks great. I think it is just, the head sculpt and scan is just, it's perfect. The mask has such definition and detail. The socks coming out of the boots, the armbands, the wrist tape, and as a matter of fact, it is funny if you do look at this one. It almost looks as if those wrist tape pieces are removable. They are obviously not, but it is such great definition and detail that it just makes it that much more realistic, and the look of it is just great. I love the outfit. I think the attire is fantastic, and I can't say much more about it. I mean, this is just a great figure. Happy to get Wwe Aew in the collection, and with that, we have to move on to the next member of the Dark Order. We've got Miss Anna Jay, and another great figure. I mean, I just think that they did such a wonderful job on this whole set. I think that in some ways, to certain collectors, maybe this is like a waste of a series because you want certain things and you don't want to have everything all piled together, but I think this is great. I think it's great when they make tag teams in the same set. I always hate when they do, you know, we're going to give you half of a tag team in Series 50, and we're going to give you the other half of them in Series 55. By the time you get that 3, 4, 5 series later, they probably aren't wearing that attire anymore. And at that point, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it becomes a little stagnant. But with this, Anna Jay, another great figure. I really do like it. I like it a lot. I think AEW does a great job on their female figures and wrestlers. They just, I don't know, they've captured the body and the abilities I think that they should have a little bit better than some of the other figures we've seen in the past. Now, moving on to the next one, we've got Stu Grayson. And now, again, I mean, just looking at the attires, you know, this, and I don't want to call it a kilt, but, you know, the kilt-ish the style that he is wearing here. and it's just you know, great to get an extra head scan with it. You know, that screaming, yelling look, and of course the smile on his face, that almost a demonic smile, if you will. But it's just another great figure. It looks good. I mean, I really, really like what they're doing with these. And of course, also in this set, something that I should mention, the exclusive upper deck cards that are included. Very, very cool. They're in the back. Not easy to see. I mean, they are in a case, so it's not that you can see it right through it. It just says AEW on the sleeve, and I think it says Unmatched Collection on it as well. It's a silver foil. I don't know if you can get a little reflection of that back there, but again, we've got another member of the Dark Order, Stu Grayson. And now we come down to one more, Mr. John Silver. And I will tell you what, this is, again, great figure. Sculpt is great. Jacket, love that. Happy that we got another head scan with it as well. And that's the other thing, too. I think that a lot of the figure market has become so diverse to where they're giving you more options with every single figure. And I remember going way back to, you know, the days of Jakks. There was no such thing as interchangeable heads. I mean, of course, you could do it on your own, and I'm not going to sit there and say that we never got something with an interchangeable head from Jakks. I'm sure there was something in there, and I just can't think of it right this moment. But the interchangeable heads, having extra hands, having extra parts, pieces, things to make your figures come alive when you take these photos of them in arenas or stadium settings, and a lot of people like to do that, and I appreciate it. I love the work that some of these people do and the time that they take to make these photos look so real with these figures. But it is awesome to get the head scans, the extra hands, and of course, like I said, I mean, this looks great. I mean, it's just, these figures look so much like the person that they are, and that is exactly what we're looking for in these collectibles, in these toys, in these action figures. Sometimes we don't get that. I've seen a few as of late. I think we had a Bobby Lashley recently, was a little off. I saw a Drew McIntyre as well. I think it's in the exact same set as that. I believe that's Elite Series 90 or 91. Or I may be wrong. It might actually be 89. But with those, they just, I don't know, there was a few of them that just didn't look as good as they could have, and I feel as though at this point in the game, you have to be on top of that. It has to be a thing. There can't be a lack in what somebody looks like. You want their figure to, you know, portray them in the best way possible. So, with that, John Silver, another member of the Dark Order, and that only leaves one more. Unfortunately, as we have to show this today, we say, you know, rest in peace to the man, Mr. Brody Lee. And with that, in his glory, with the TNT title wrapped around his waist, the leader of the Dark Order, Mr. Brody Lee, an amazing figure, and I was so happy to be able to get this. Trying to go back at this point and get, you know, Luke Harper figures from the Elite line, and so many that I had already. Looking back, I even believe I had one of the Treacherous Trios, and it wasn't even a Treacherous Trio. We're going back to the Jakks when I start talking about that, but the Trios and the triple packs that they had with Mattel. I do believe at one point they did make a Wyatt family one, and I could be wrong, but I do believe I had that as well. I had the 3-pack. I remember having the 2-pack with him and Eric Rowan right off the rip. It was their first time in the line figures, and what a set that was. I remember you could not find it anywhere, and I searched all over the place to get that, and eventually obviously came across, I should say, I probably came across a few of those in time, and sold all of them. You know, it's one of those things where when you have these sometimes in front of you, you don't realize what it is that you might be holding at that moment, and what it might mean in another year or a couple of years, and some of these figures skyrocket into such value. But figures that are long gone and that we can't get back right this second, but we will sooner or later, and that's the name of the game. But with this, Mr. Brody Lee, I mean, it's just such a great figure. It looks great. I mean, scaled-wise, he is huge in this package. I mean, the feet are coming right down to the bottom here. He is all the way up here. Head is almost touching the line that we get for the AEW on the top, but this is just such a great figure. I really, really think that they did a good job with this. Like I've been saying, I mean, the head scans just look amazing, and I think that we're lucky to be able to see more of these in the future. I am looking to get the Ringside exclusive with him and his son in that 2-pack. I think that's just an amazing thing that AEW and Jazzwares has done. Obviously, you know, we've seen a bit of similarity in traits, and I always say with something comes another product, another item, something that is not a coincidence. And with this, you know, we see that 2-pack with him and his son, and now we have the Build-A-Figure SummerSlam set with Randy Orton, Sensational Sherry, Shawn Michaels, and Rey Mysterio. And of course, those figures all come together to build a young Dominic Mysterio. And I think that's great as well. It's awesome to be able to put these figures into our collections, things that we probably never thought we'd see. But with that being said, this is the last figure of the video. And as always, guys, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to have you guys watching. I'm happy to be getting this channel back up and running. And if you are watching this, please do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, give it a share, tell your friends, tell your wrestling friends especially. But at that, if you haven't seen it, I did talk about it in the first video. Check out my old channel. It is Matty G 401. That is MATTIEG 401, and you can go and check that out. Those are all my old videos. Unfortunately, I can't get back into that channel. At some point, I am going to get those videos put onto this channel. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a collab video, put them together with a little voiceover action, and I can give you a backstory of what is in front of you and what you're seeing. So, but with that, I appreciate it as always, guys, and thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Be safe.